An American-style Greek salad made with lettuce, crumbled feta, and a thick dressing can be found in pizzerias all over the country. And while it's delicious in its own right, today Becky's going to show us a more traditional style of Greek salad called Horiatiki Salata.
That's right, this salad is a staple on Greek tables, and we're going to treat each ingredient with respect so we can have the best salad possible.
I'm excited for this.
It's going to be so good. So we have lots of fresh produce, starting with 1 3/4 pounds of round red tomatoes. And this is really a time to use the best tomatoes you can find. Local tomatoes, don't go for the cherry variety or the Roma types. You want the nice round ones. They have thinner skins and, frankly, a better flavor for this kind of recipe.
Yeah, a more potent flavor.
Yes. So I'm just going to pop out the cores here. I'll cut the tomato into 1/2-inch thick wedges.
Okay, nice big rustic pieces.
That's right, this is going to be nice and chunky. You could eat this as a main course with some bread or as a side dish, however you want to do it. And then we'll turn those pieces 90 degrees and cut them in half again so you get these nice chunks. I'm going to toss the tomatoes with 1/2 teaspoon of salt. This is going to season them very deeply, and it's also going to draw out a lot of moisture that would otherwise saturate the salad.
Okay, so that's why the colander, obviously.
That's right. So I'm going to let this sit for 30 minutes, and that's enough time to pull out all those juices. All right, what should we do next here? Let's do the cucumber. I have an English cucumber. We like this type because it has thin skin and not that many seeds.
Right.
And we'll cut this into quarters, and then we'll cut those into 3/4 inch pieces. So again, nice and chunky. We're paying attention to each vegetable, making it the best it can possibly be. Cucumbers don't need much, they're so good. Next we have green pepper. And we like the faintly bitter taste of the pepper here. It's got like a nice vegetal, grassy kind of flavor that's really good in this salad. So I'm just going to lop off the top and bottom here. We'll save this for munching. We want the salad to be really pretty with perfect pieces, so we'll just set those aside. Now we'll just slit this down the side, get rid of the seeds in the middle. And then if there's ribs here, you can just slide them out with your knife.
I love this method for cutting up bell peppers because at this point you can cut this into any size you want, or if you were grilling them, they would just lie nicely on the grill without falling through the grill grates.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You get some nice flat pieces here. So we want 2-inch by 1/2-inch pieces here. So I'm going to cut this like so.
So long pieces.
Yeah, we want some nice variety in our salad here. And then lastly, we have 1/2 of a red onion. So we're getting some beautiful colors here. Slice this thinly.
I notice you're going pull to pull.
That's our preferred way for a salad like this, yes?
Yeah. I think it looks pretty too.
I do too. We're going to soak the onions in ice water. That's going to remove the harsh tasting compounds that are in there, the sulfur.
And that's a good trick whenever you're making a salad, to soak your onion in ice water.
We tried soaking them in a baking soda solution with water, and they tasted kind of chemically.
Yeah.
When we did that, that didn't work. And then we also tried salt and vinegar, but that actually pickled the onions.
Yeah.
They tasted good, but that's not what we wanted for this salad.
You want them nice and crisp.
That's right. Those need to soak for 15 minutes, and while those soak, we'll start on a little dressing for the salad. So I'm not going to make an emulsified salad dressing. I'm going to make a vinegar mixture, and then we'll drizzle the oil on top of it.
Oh, I like that because it's easier in a way.
Yeah, and this way you get little hits of vinegar and little hits of the fruity olive oil, so it's a really nice way to dress a salad. I have 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar here, also a teaspoon of dried oregano.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, Greeks cook a lot with dried oregano. It has a woodsy, floral kind of taste. It's very different from fresh oregano, so it's really nice in this salad. To that, we'll add 3/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Just whisk that together. All right, and then we'll let our tomatoes and our onions finish sitting here, and then we'll come back and put it all together.
Great.
All right, let's put this together.
I'm excited.
I am too. So here's our tomatoes and onions that I've drained. Put our peppers in and our cukes. Now I have a cup of Kalamata olives. This will add a really nice briny saltiness to the dish. And 2 tablespoons of capers that have been rinsed. Again, just some little pops of salt and vinegar here is gonna be really nice. And here's that red wine vinegar mixture that we made earlier.
This is already looking good.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. You can't go wrong. And everything is treated as best as it could possibly be. And then finally, a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Again, break out the good stuff here. Something nice and fruity, a little bit peppery. Okay, and now we'll just toss that all together. I mean, that's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Glistening with oil, all the beautiful colors.
Yeah.
Let's put this on a nice big platter here. Okay. I mean, come on, you put that down on the table?
Looks so good.
People will go crazy for this.
Yeah.
Of course, we have to add feta, and you want to make sure and use a Greek sheep's milk feta here.
Right, the good stuff.
The good stuff. You don't want to buy that pre-crumbled stuff. Get something nice here.
Right.
So this is 8 ounces of feta, and I cut it into triangles. Now we're going to sprinkle that with a little more of that dried oregano we put into the vinegar. And then I have a tablespoon of more of that extra virgin olive oil just to drizzle that on top because the cheese wants to glisten a little bit too. All
Becky,
right.
that is beautiful. I love rustic salads like this where you really highlight the vegetables. All right, good enough to eat.
Let's do it.
Are you giving me a whole big piece of feta?
Of course.
I'm so excited about that.
I knew you wanted. I didn't even ask. I just assumed.
Yes, you did.
And I assumed correctly.
Yes, you did.
All right, great. So we're getting all those chunky veggies.
And a little of that juice that is
Yeah.
that dressing on the bottom.
The olives.
Oh.
Ooh, all right.
This is a meal for me, especially when it's hot in the summertime.
Yes.
This, a piece of bread, a nice crisp glass of wine.
Set, right?
This is my kind of food right here.
Oh, me too.
Not fussy, high quality ingredients.
The salty feta with the fresh veggies, all the different textures and colors.
And I really love the tomatoes because they were salted. They have a lot of flavor. They're still crunchy, you know, they're not cooked, but they're ever so slightly softened, which is lovely in the salad.
And you can see the salad isn't watery. It's beautifully dressed, and that's because we got all that excess juice out of the tomatoes. The onions are just right, they're not too sharp. Capers and olives. I'm so happy that you like it.
Yeah, I love it. So if you want to make a salad this good, salt and drain the tomatoes. Soak the onion in ice water and use good quality olive oil and feta. From America's Test Kitchen, a classic Greek salad, Horiatiki Salata. You can get this recipe, all the recipes and product reviews from this season, along with select episodes at our website, americastestkitchen.com/TV. Thanks for watching America's Test Kitchen. What'd you think?
Well, leave a comment and let us know which recipes you're excited to make, or you can just say hello.
You can find links to today's recipes and reviews in the video description.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
See you later.
I'll see you later.